little sprinting update talk. A few weeks ago already, I bought spikes.
These are so awesome. I'm gonna have so much friction.
To test them out at I guess the track that I've been running at. It's made of cinder, and it's pretty slippery if you just have trainers. So, right away with the spikes on the cinder, I improved my 20-meter fly and 20-meter from a flat start by like 0.2 of a second. And then that was pretty exciting because it's like, whoa, I'm faster now automatically because I put these shoes on. Then a few weeks later, I went to a synthetic track, the same track that I went to in my first time under 13 seconds video, and I ran some 10-meter flies and some 20-meter flies with my friend, who is pretty fast. I was very surprised to see how well he did. He actually ran faster than I did, even without spikes, and he has never trained track and field before. He grew up longboarding and jumping out of trees, and I guess that has given him a lot of bounce because, you know, definitely don't jump out of trees if you're young and watching this, because you're going to damage your growth plates, because that's what happened to him. But he is so naturally like fast twitch because he's been loading his body with these high forces from a young age. And he was so fast. He was 1.04 seconds for a 10-meter fly.
Oh my God.
And I think his fastest 20-meter fly was like 2.10 or 2.12, something like that. Yeah, I even let him put my spikes on and run with those because we wanted to see how fast he would run. And then I ran, I think my fastest was 1.05, maybe 1.04. He must have been 1.02. Anyway, that puts both of us in the range of sub 12, like 11.8 for me for the fastest 10-meter fly I ran, and 11.4 for him for the fastest 10-meter fly that he ran. We ran approximately 21.1 miles per hour for him and 20.8 miles per hour for me. A few interesting things that I saw were my strides were a little bit longer. I take one less stride for a 20-meter fly than he does. And just in general, my starts are better just because I've had more practice with that. We also did some starts before we did our fly work. So, yeah, that is the update. I haven't done any longer speed endurance work. I'm not really in the phase of track and field right now. I actually swim. I just do track and field for fun. And I just like running, I like going fast in different mediums. But yeah, there were a few questions from previous videos. One being my attitude towards life. I was written a comment by, I believe, Cody Calloway. If you're watching this, I don't know if you're gonna watch this or not, but this dude is in my comments and he's asking me that I seem pretty content and that he wants to know my general outlook on life. And this is what it is right now, because it's always subject to change. You just find things that you enjoy and you go hard. That's kind of it. And you just try to make progress as best you can and don't think too much about the outcome I suppose. You just, run fast for the sake of running fast, swim fast for the sake of swimming fast, and try to just kind of forget where you are in those moments and just try to immerse yourself in these things. It makes life, it adds some spice. We'll say that. It teaches you a lot of things if you look for it. And I would say if I ever have a question about something, I look it up or ask somebody about it and try to have a discussion so I understand what that is. And I try to do that for things I'm interested in and things that I don't have as much interest in. Because at the same time, if you push yourself into these situations of discomfort where you're actively seeking things you don't understand, you can unlock new connections within these topics that you explore, and you just get more knowledgeable and creative overall. As for training yourself, I would look up Tony Holler's Feed the Cats. He has some really good stuff for younger athletes, as well as Athlete X if you want a more science-based research channel to explore. He has a lot of good content, and just reading stuff and doing experiments on yourself, like experimenting with your diet to see how your weight changes, experimenting with certain trainings to see how that will affect you over the course of months. Because if you're not improving month to month, then assuming you're pretty new to the sport or to anything, then you can probably change up what you're doing. That's kind of just like experimentation with your training, at least this athletic standpoint. I'm not so sure about weightlifting, but generally if you're novice, intermediate, even like beginner advanced, that was kind of an oxymoron, but when you're at that level, there is always progress to be made somewhere. Yeah, so updated sprint times, 1.04 and 2.12 for 10 meters and 20 meter flies respectively. Supposed to put me at sub 12, 11.8 approximately for 100 meters, assuming my start is good and I don't poop out at the end of the race. Maybe I will film another session this weekend just to see what would happen if I tried to run 100 meters without any conditioning. Maybe I'll try that. But I know for sure I could go under 13 right now if I tried with the spikes and, I don't know, good conditions, good mental state. But yeah, that is the update. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you're new to the channel. I appreciate you're watching this because honestly, I just do this for fun. And I like to research these things for fun and experiment on myself. Yeah, just do what you want. It doesn't matter. Like, you just do it. You just try it out, and I don't know, give it a shot. Okay, thanks for watching. Peace.
I've been looking for it. I've been running out of spells.